Hello and welcome to Total War Warhammer. Today I have yet another mod showcase, but this is not a new mod, unfortunately. This is a redone version of my old mod, the Vampire Wars. Now, for a really long time, it had been put out of use because of the patches, and it had made my mod incompatible with the game. And unfortunately, pretty much all of my work was destroyed, so I had to redo everything. But here it is back. I didn't want to spend too much time, so there's no campaign features. But all of the quest battles are here, and I've done them slightly better. And today I'm going to show you the Battle for Altdorf, which adds some new stuff. With the addition of the Arch-Lectors, I put in Grand Theogonist Kurt III and Grand Theogonist Wilhelm III as well. So yeah, I'm going to show you the Battle for Altdorf with Manfred von Karstein and just the revamped version. So before, in order to let's just go over the lore for this battle. So Manfred was sieging a gruesome winter war against the Empire, because the zombies of Manfred do not care about the cold or the bitter snow, but obviously humans do, and they were not prepared for such a harsh campaign in the middle of what they considered the dead of winter. So when Manfred struck hard right in the months of December and January, he took the Empire surprise and got all the way to Altdorf. And at Altdorf was a very, very small garrison. You can see here it's just some halberdiers, some spearmen, one Reichsguard, and the Grand Theogonist. So at this point, the Kurt III was like, "Oh my God, I have a massive horde of undead on my hands. How am I going to defeat them?" And one of the ranks of the vampires, Jarek von Karstein, said, "Whatever can be bound can be unbound." And just like that, Kurt III realized that down in the deeps of Altdorf was a book that had been previously thought to be burned, but they found it, and it was basically a book of unbinding, very connected to Nagash. And so he sat on the walls, just reading this incantation and Manfred was like, "What is he doing? What is he doing? He's just about to get slaughtered." And as his army slowly crumbled around him, he realized that Kurt III was speaking a spell of unbinding. So he fled the battlefield, but in this scenario, you're forced to fight it. So, previously I had put an 8-minute time limit on the battle, which is just lame. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so that was a cool little cutscene, and you can always, there are subtitles at the bottom. They're not automatically there, but you can do options and graphics, advanced. No, I don't think it's here. Yeah, it's in the main menu. But yeah, you can turn on the subtitles in the options. So yeah, your army is very massive. The game's lagging for some reason right now. But yeah, there are no reinforcements. This is truly the balance of power right now. I have 1,900 to their 1,400. And here's Jarek von Karstein, who was turned into a vampire unwillingly, and is now given the Grand Theogonist the clue to sending Manfred back to the grave. So what you want to do in this battle, it's not easy at all. The battles progressively get harder, so by the time you get to Manfred, the battles are pretty dang hard. So I've played this a few times. Since your care rates are very vulnerable to losing HP, you want to send them in as quickly as possible before they crumble away to death. Or undeath, or whatever. Same thing with the bats. They can't really do much. But the low man count units like the Cryptors and the Vargeists, and especially the Vargulf, stick around for quite a long time. Anyway, and Manfred is accompanied by Isabella von Karstein, and I'm just going to start this battle right here. So yeah, you can see that my entire army is crumbling, and you can see the effect here, Book of Unbinding. It also gives -16 leadership. So I'm going to immediately go at these walls because you need to go as quickly as you can. So if you kill a route, the Grenthiogenist, the Book of Unbinding will stop. So if you have to kill him as quickly as possible. But yeah, my bats are already dying really bad. I'm gonna try to go for his crossbows, but they're probably gonna die before they get there. So yeah, I'm sending my Karen race in as quickly as possible. You can see they've already taken a third of their health down.
I'm in your throne. Noble of the night.
So yep, battering down the gates with everybody. Gonna keep the Vargeist somewhat in reserve. So yeah, as the longer the battles go on, the more this goes down, and the harder it is for me to win. So I'm gonna send in the Vargeist now. Try to get us around on these people. I'll send Jarek up on the walls just as quick as he can. So it seems no, not quite yet. And you can see the Grenthiogenist Kurt III right here as an Archlector. Really cool looking. So again, to send the Vargeist in. So it is essential that you rout the enemy as quickly as possible. The fact that I've got this Karen race in so swiftly is really important, because they can cause terror. But you can see how long it takes for my my Vargulf is inside now. You can see how long it takes for these troops to get up and get through, and that's they're crumbling this entire time. So the Cryptors have gotten through. That should let Manfred, and now I should get Isabella in on some of the action. Should probably cast some spells. And definitely need some causing terror. Jarek is also here, and look, that Terrified really did a number on these troops.
Crush the breathers.
That's going to be really important, because if I can rout them, that'll be the end of them. So, Wind of Death is also a very critical spell. But, yeah, the fact that I've got all of these troops routing, and because Legendary gives morale boosts, adding difficulty, I believe I'm playing this on hard. Adding difficulty points to this makes it exponentially harder. And your troops crumble even faster. So yeah, it just gets harder and harder and harder if I were to play this on Legendary. I have not beaten it on Legendary yet. But, I don't have Doom and Darkness?
Neferata's hide.
There we go. Doom and Darkness. I'm gonna put that on all of these troops here to make sure they rout. Because that's important that they rout as quickly as I can get them to. Oh no! Probably shouldn't have hurt Isabella so much. Need Invocation to hack possibly in time. Oh, I can't target on a wall. So yeah, Isabella's gonna die, unfortunately for Manfred. But fortunately for me, all of these troops are routing right now. So I need to keep them routing. But it is not going well. You can see the balance of power is slowly... Oh, shoot. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, that's the problem. If you don't keep your troops alive... yeah, okay. I was not focused as much as I could be. I didn't execute that perfectly. But, I mean, it's a good challenge. You can see that it's not... I didn't really use my magic that well. I wasn't paying attention, not microing that well. But, and also, my troops crumbled kind of prematurely there. But, yeah, you can see this small force can pose a very large threat when the Book of Unbinding is going off. But, it's a real challenge. Nothing to snuff at. These quest battles, I mean, the first ones are easy. But they get harder and harder and harder, and then the Battle of the Burrows, the last one, this one is just extremely fun to play against. There's Flagellants, Bright Wizards, Volkmar, and Luminarchs. It's actually so many abilities going off the entire battle. It's really entertaining to play. But yeah, I balance these quite a lot, and they're really fun to play. I suggest you go check them out, and I'll see you next time.